Today we will be having a look at the new TE100P from Telo Systems. Now this replaces the older TE100, this little one that you may know, which I did have a few issues about, but yes, let's have a look at the new TE100P. As you can see, it's IP68 rated, LTE capability, 2 megapixel camera. Yes, it has lots and lots of nice goodies. Okay, let's have a look and see what do we have in the box and how does it compare to the old one. Oh, immediately I like this, because why? It has a belt clip. The previous one never had a belt clip, which was problematic. It almost seems like the same device. I can probably say it looks like the same thing. Maybe it's just an upgraded version of it, but at least now they have a belt clip in here. I like that a lot. Thank you guys. What else is in the box? Let's see. So obviously the booklet, a charging cable, a adapter, and then I would assume the battery. Let's have a look at the battery first. Now usually this is the make or the break, and I can see it's a 4000 milliamp battery, which is quite nice. I like it. Doesn't seem to have any very weird shape, unless the lip will make it only work in their device. Okay, let's open it up and see what happens. You only have a lock and an unlock slide there. Okay, it took me a few moments to figure that part out. So once it's pushed to the unlock position, so that's unlock, that is lock, it just pushes off, which is quite nice. There is a slight problem with the belt clip as we go along. That the belt clip is on the battery door, which is only really held onto the radio by that little latch at the bottom, as you can see, which means it's not a very strong design, but at least they do have a belt clip on them. The additional problem, unfortunately, they thought about it, their belt clip doesn't have an extra U shape. We have found that if it has the U shape, it tends to hook behind the belt, and the guys get frustrated yanking at this to get the radio off and eventually breaking the clip. So some thought went into it. Anyways, let's have a look and see. It is dual SIM, and you can also take a TF card that will fit in there. Okay, I like this. So you can be on 2 networks, maybe one for your phone and then another number for your or another network for your PDT network, or whatever you may use it for. Right, so I'm not going to lock it now, but the idea is there's a lock, the battery can't come off, and it seems to be intact. Okay, so switch this on, you hold that button in there, should fire up. Yes, and Telo has rebranded themselves as Telox now, so it's not Telo anymore, it's Telox, which is basically the same thing. And while it's booting, I will just show you the difference between the two. This one doesn't have the bright orange, but I think essentially it's exactly the same thing. I would have preferred it if they made the button there maybe bright orange. Would have looked nice. I see it as an earpiece there. Okay, and another improvement above this one is the fact that you only had a navigation button on this one. You didn't have there's nothing on the screen. This one they brought a touch screen in, which is quite nice. So a touchscreen was brought in, which I do think is very nice. I like it a lot. You still have the camera up front, dual camera there, but then also you do have a torch there, which, yeah, I've spoken to a few people, which is sometimes problematic because they say the guards end up using it. It's not difficult to switch it on. It is fairly bright, and so it's quick to access. I think it's a good feature, especially if you're using it for PDT, but that's my opinion. Also at the bottom there are some charging pins I see, so there must be a drop-in charger available, which is an improvement on the previous one. Plus your charging via cable connector, which is unfortunately not Type-C. Pity Telox, pity that you didn't do that. Yes, I don't like that it didn't have a Type-C, seeing as everything's going there. We probably all have Type-C chargers in our cars and everywhere, and now they didn't even think about it. Okay, there it just says waterproof, dustproof, fall-proof, throw-proof, shock-proof, whatever they want to call it, and I think it is quite nice. Just for interest's sake, let's have a look at the camera. Yeah, it looks okay, not too responsive. But I suppose it'll do. Just one more thing, I'm just going to pause the video here and just load Walkie Fleet to just see what it looks like on this device. We've loaded Walkie Fleet, so I couldn't get either SIM cards to work, either slots, maybe a software thing. I will sort it out later on. But nevertheless, I do like this radio. The response is fairly quick on the device itself. It's not slow. Which I do like. It seems to be fairly nice. You can see groups, you can see everything. You can actually use the touch screen to go into your settings and all that. So it is a nice device. I really like it. I like the fact that you have an SOS button there. You can quickly switch the torch on and off. It is quite nice. I do like it. It's a more premium device, and thank you for upgrading the charging ports. Adapter, which is, I don't know, let's see, 2 amps, so technically it'll take 2 hours to charge it full, and I would say about a meter of cable. Guys, thanks for watching. I do like this device, and yeah, please like and subscribe to my channel to receive all the current updates on these devices.